We have a team of reporters throughout the area. Let's go now to CBS 2's Leah Mishkin.
She's live on 37th Street and Sunset Park, where she's been talking to witnesses this morning. Leah?
Yeah, and two of those schools are actually right here in this area. Throughout the morning, parents were telling us that they actually felt better that their kids were at least inside in a safe place for now, and many of them were debating whether they should stay out here wait for their kids or to go home and wait for word that they're being out. But let me speak to someone now named John who lives in this neighborhood. You were here this morning. Tell me what you saw.
Well, I was at the cafe across the street, a diner, having coffee and breakfast, and I saw people running out of the station. And I mean, there's been violence in the station I've seen before, and people moving, but not like this. And I figured something serious was going on, and maybe shooting or whatever. I didn't hear anything. Then I started seeing smoke come up out of the station, and that's when I decided it was a good time to start moving. And I got out of the area, and then I got like word from people who were like checking their Twitter or whatever that there had been a shooting and that the police were coming in, and they started hearing choppers. And so I just hoofed it up back to 50th and 40th and 5th Avenue where I live, and just try to stay away from the windows because I didn't know, what could be happening. Then I found out that there was undetonated explosives. Bear with and understand a little bit if people get crazy or whatever, but something that seems premeditated and organized, and they hadn't caught the guy, and then there's a manhunt. It seems a little bit more professional, a little bit more thought out and cleanly done. That's the disturbing part to me.
And also, you mentioned people were coming out of that subway. Were there many people coming out?
Yeah, I mean, many in kind of a stream, but it wasn't like a rush of like a clot of people coming out, but each one was moving as fast as they could, which is not usual, at all. If there's a problem, people will kind of sort of break into a trot or something, or move around, turn around. Nobody was looking around to see what was going on. It was just moving away, not looking back.
I appreciate you time and you stopping to speak to us. Thank you. Nice meeting you. And there were a lot of people we spoke with who also saw injured people coming out of that station, which is one block that way. We were actually a bit closer, but they've moved the press further back. They didn't explain why, but at this point we're still on 37, just a little further back at this point.
Leah Mishkin reporting for us. Leah, we do appreciate it.